we purchased the car, we already knew about its history and we wanted to bring it back as close to its original state as we could to preserve it as a piece of automotive and art history. This 1955 300 SL Gullwing is a very unique car. It is the exact template used by Andy Warhol to paint the first picture in his 1986 series cars. We know that it is the exact car because we reconstructed its history, because he painted it, including details like the exact number plate. We researched and documented the vehicle history thoroughly, and there are several elements in the painting that can only be found on this exact car, such as the number plate EIDR1 that can be found in the ownership certificate at the time alongside the vehicle's VIN number. Also, the car has several other details such as the wider than normal chrome Rudge wheels that were unusual at the time and make the car unique. This, as well as several other details, makes us conclude that it is the exact car. When we bought the car from the last owner's estate, it definitely needed some love and attention. But the most important thing to us was that it was complete, so it included every single part, and therefore a very good basis for a BRABUS 6-star restoration. When we purchased the car, we already knew about its history and we wanted to bring it back as close to its original state as we could to preserve it as a piece of automotive and art history. The car underwent a complete nut and bolt frame-off restoration that took about 4,500 hours and roughly 2.5 years. The 6-star restoration is a very thorough and detailed high-end car restoration process. It aims to restore the car to the highest possible quality standards while maintaining its originality. At the end of that process, there is naturally an approval by the German TÜV, as well as an audit by the expert surveyors of classic data, who certify not only an A grade, but also the car's new vehicle character. Additionally, because of the car's special history, we had it transported to Mercedes-Benz in Stuttgart to receive an expert manufacturer certificate denoting that it's actually a 300 SL built by Mercedes-Benz. After the car's restoration was completed, it was introduced to the public at a special event at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart that we hosted together with the Mercedes-Benz art collection. At that event, the original matching 300 SL Gullwing painting by Andy Warhol and the car were united for the very first time. And also in the audience was RM Sotheby's, and therefore the discussion started. They suggested that the perfect place for this vehicle to be offered would be the auction in November, the RM Sotheby's auction in New York City. And that is why we're flying the car to New York City right now, so the car can be on display at the auction. This exclusive 300 SL Gullwing will be offered in an exclusive private auction taking place from the 10th to the 17th of November during Sotheby's Auction Week in New York City. This is actually the first time ever that we are offering a car via an auction. We have never in 45 years of BRABUS history done this before. Absolutely, I want to see the car in the original hometown of Andy Warhol, and I want to see it in that special setting one last time before we hand it over to the new owner. I still remember the very first moment that Uli Goffrey, our CTO, called me about this car. And he called me and told me, hey, we might have a chance to purchase a car that's got a special history. And when I heard about it and heard about the connection to Andy Warhol and the art world, I immediately knew that this would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You know, we purchased it over 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. We restored it. We're now putting it on display in New York City, and eventually it's going to auction. So for me, it is a completely exciting thing to see it on display in New York City. And also I have to say it's a good chance to go to one of the greatest cities in the world.